Good evening, everyone. My name is Kushbu, and I am your PMRF TA for the course Classics in Total Synthesis Part 1. The course instructor for this course is Professor Krishna P. Kaliappan from IIT Bombay. So, today we will discuss about the topics that he already discussed in week 4, and then we will discuss about the week 3 assignment also. First, we will solve the week 3 assignment, and then we will move towards the topics that he had covered during this week 4. So this is the week 3 assignment. So the first question is identify the major product A in the following transformation. You have an alcohol and you are treating it with DCC in the presence of DMSO and pyridine and this trifluoroacetic acid. So what will be the product? So this is known as oxidation. So in this case, your alcohol will get oxidized. So this one of the alcohol will get oxidized as is the symmetrical structure, so it doesn't matter which one will get oxidized, and then this beta hydroxy ketone will form. And after the formation of this beta hydroxy ketone, it will undergo elimination to give you alpha beta unsaturated ketone in the presence of trifluoroacetic acid. So the aldol product is undergoing condensation to give you alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So this is the product. So you will get option C. So if we will see the mechanism of this reaction, then your DCC will abstract the proton from the acidic source, and then this DMSO is going to react with your electrophilic carbon to neutralize the positive charge on nitrogen. Then that another nitrogen will take the proton, and this sulfur is getting electrophilic. The electrophilic character of that sulfur will increase. For that purpose, this alcohol is going to react with this sulfur, and this urea derivative will release as the byproduct. Then base will take the alpha proton and it will undergo elimination of this dimethyl sulfide, and your oxidation product ketone was formed. So whenever you have any alcohol and you are treating it with DCC in the presence of DMSO, then it undergoes oxidation to give you the ketone or aldehyde based on the substitution attached with the alcohol. Then second question is what is the major product formed in the following reaction? So this is the example of intramolecular 3 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction. So in this case, this nitron is going to react with your olefin to form this as the major product. So first oxygen will attack at the olefin, and then the terminal carbon will attack on the carbon next to the nitrogen to neutralize the positive charge on nitrogen, and it will give you this cyclized product. Then question number 3, if you have this substrate in which your alcohol and acid group was there, and you are treating it with thionyl chloride in the presence of diethyl ether followed by reaction with methanol, what will be the major product? So in this case, we know that there are two functional groups that can react with thionyl chloride. One is the acid, which will convert into acid chloride. So we know that acid on treatment with thionyl chloride will give you acid chloride. And another functional group that can react with thionyl chloride is your alcohol. So this alcohol on reaction with this thionyl chloride, it will release this Cl negative anion. So once that will form, then this sulfur will participate as the neighboring group to cleave that to leave or cleave this carbon oxygen bond as it got converted into a good living group, and then that chloride ion will open that three membered ring to neutralize the positive charge on sulfur that was once formed during the formation of three membered ring. So if we will see, first your acid was converted into acid chloride, and then this alcohol is going to react with your thionyl chloride, and chloride ion will be the leaving group. Then this sulfur is participating in the neighboring group participation, and this sulfur dioxide will release and your chloride ion will release. Because of the entropy increase, this is the driving force of this reaction to take place. So this three-membered ring intermediate was formed. Then this chloride ion will open this three-membered ring to neutralize the positive charge on sulfur to give you chlorine group at this position. Then, as there are two substitution was taking place, so first inversion and then again it got inverted to give you the same stereochemistry as that of the alcohol. So there is no change in the stereochemistry of that chloride or the nucleophile that is coming. Then acid chloride on treatment with methanol, it will undergo esterification to give you the methyl ester. So the correct product is acid was converted into acid ester, and your alcohol was converted into chloride with retention and configuration. So this is your correct product. Then next is identify the major product A in the following transformation. You have an allylic alcohol and you are treating it with NIS in the presence of ethyl vinyl ether. So what will be the product? So if we will write the product, so this ethyl vinyl ether will react with your NIS, that is the source of iodine, electrophilic iodine here. So it will form first this idonium ion. Then oxygen will push the electron density to open the three-membered idonium ion ring, and you will get this oxonium ion, which is electrophilic in nature. Then your allylic alcohol will react with this oxonium ion to neutralize the positive charge on oxygen, and you will get this as the major product. So the correct option in this case is option A. So first idonium ion will form, that will then oxygen will push the electron density to open that three-membered idonium ion to form the oxonium ion, which is the reactive species in this case. Then alcohol will react with that oxonium ion to neutralize the positive charge on oxygen, and you will get your desired product. Then next is, you have identified the major product formed in the reaction given below. So in this case, you have an olefin and a four-membered ring, and you are treating it with PTSA. So ring expansion is going to happen. So what will be the major product among the four options? So if we will see, so in this case, first in the acidic medium, your olefin is going to react with that proton, or it will abstract the proton to form this this carbocation, tertiary carbocation. Now, once this tertiary carbocation will form, then either of the A or the B bond can migrate to neutralize the positive charge, and ring expansion was will take place. Now, because the four-membered ring is already strained, so the release of strain is the driving force for this ring expansion to take place. So if A bond will migrate, then you will get the positive charge at this center, which will undergo this loss of the proton dehydration to give you, sorry, elimination of the proton to give you isochromy. And if B bond will migrate, then another migration of the other bond, it will give you again the same intermediate, which undergoes elimination of the proton to give you the isochromy. So in this case, the correct option is, so correct option is option B. Then next question, identify the starting material A involved in the following reaction. So you have to find out the starting material for this reaction. So this is basically isoelectronization reaction. So your olefin is reacting with the iodine to form the iodonium ion first, and then that acid is going to react with that iodonium ion to open that, and then further elimination will give you the desired product. So this is the case, that in this case first iodonium ion will form at this position, and then acid is going to react with this iodonium ion to open that to form this lactone, and then debut will further remove that iodine by undergoing the elimination to give you the desired product. So in this case the starting material is option, that should be acid, it can't be an ester or a ketone, it should be a free acid. Now in this case you don't have an olefin for the formation of iodonium ion, so the correct option is option A. Then next question, what is the major product formed in the following reaction? You have an olefin and you are treating it with MCPPA. So we know that the first reaction that will take place is the epoxidation reaction, and then using BF3 thread you are making that epoxide electrophilic so that it will open up to give you the ring expansion product. So if we will write the product in this case, so this, so first this epoxide will form, and then this will react with your BF3 thread to, the electrophilicity of this bond will increase, and then this four membered ring will, to release its strain, it will attack at this carbon and the ketone will form. So the correct option in this case is option second. I'm recording. Now the next question is, what is the major product formed in the following reaction? So you have an olefin and a ketone in your substrate, and you are treating it under photochemical condition and then treating it with base. So what will be the major product formed in this reaction? Okay, so in this case, first this 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction will take place to form this oxetane ring. and then your base will abstract the proton um, from this methyl, and this oxytane ring will open up to give you this alcohol. So first, this oxytane ring will form by the 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction, and then this base will take the proton from the methyl group to form this alcohol. So the correct option is option C. Then next is identify the correct structure of A and B in the following reaction sequence. So you have an olefin and you are treating it with ketene. So first 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction will take place, and then zinc, you are treating that product with zinc acetic acid. So was known for the dechlorination to give you alkane at that position, CH2 at that position. So first your ketone, this alkene will react with the ketene to form this four-membered ring, and then zinc will react with this dichloro compound to remove that, and you will get this product. So the correct option is option D in this case. First, dichloro compound will form four-membered ring will form by the 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction, and then elimination of that dichloro group will give you CH2. Then the last question for the assignment 3 is identify the correct structure of the major product in the following reaction. So in this case, if you will see, you have a diketone, if you have a ketone and an olefin. In the presence of light, what will happen? So this is a radical process. So first your cations will form, and the less reactive cation will react first, and the more stable one will react later. So this oxygen radical and this radical will combine first, and then the other two radicals will combine to give you this product. So this is the major product formed in this reaction. Now, after discussing the week 3 assignment, now let us discuss about the molecules that are discussed in the week 4. So the first molecule that we have to discuss about is this sulfipyrrolene. So the first total synthesis was reported by Curran, where he wanted to use this tandem radical cyclization reaction to get the product. So in this case, once the terminal radical will form, it will react with olefin to form the another radical. Then it will react with other olefin to form the final radical, which will get quenched at the later stages. So either you can get the linear triquinone, or you can form the angular triquinone through this tandem radical cyclization reaction, following the similar mechanism. So this he wanted to use in the total synthesis of sulfipyrrolene. For that, he devised his retrosynthetic analysis in such a way that this angular quinine could be obtained by tandem radical cyclization from this bromoalkene, and this advanced precursor could be obtained by doing the 1,2 addition on this ketone, followed by quenching alpha alkylation with this dihalo compound. So they started their synthesis with this alpha beta unsaturated ketone, which on treatment with LDA and quenching it with methyl lithium will undergo alpha alkylation to give you this alpha methylated product. Then this on treatment with LDA, it will again abstract the proton from this position, and then it will react with your allylic bromide to give you this alkylated product. Then you are treating it with allyl allyl grignard, so that will react with your ketone to give you 1,2 addition product, and then under acidic condition, or during acidic workup, this enol ether will get, so first that OH will convert it into a good leaving group, and then ether hydrolysis was take place to give you the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So now that system for the radical cyclization was ready. So for doing the radical cyclization, it was necessary to protect this ketone, so that radical will not undergo in the conjugation with the ketone. Rather, it will react with the other olefin to give the cyclized product. So for that purpose, they treated this ketone with this ethylene glycol in the presence of acidic medium, and you will get this heat up. Then use treatment with AIBN and tributyl tin hydride. So first radical will generate at this position by the homolytic cleavage of this CBr bond. Then that radical will react with the olefin, and then this will react with the other olefin to give you the cyclized product. So you will get the mixture of two stereoisomers in the 3:1 ratio. Then, after getting that, both the stereoisomers, they did the ketal deprotection and then Wolff-Kishner reduction to reduce this ketone to get the CH2 at that position. So that is how they completed the total synthesis of sulfipyrrolone in 7 linear steps and 6.4% overall heat. Now, as we discussed, this ketone was reduced using Wolff-Kishner reduction. So, what is the mechanism for that? So, ketone on treatment with hydrazine in the presence of some base, it will lead to the formation of this alkane. So, basically, the mechanism goes in such a way that the hydrazine will react with your ketone to form this addition product first, and then after the deprotonation, the positive charge on the nitrogen will lose, and then again that this alkoxide ion will take the proton to form the hydroxyl group at that position. Then nitrogen will push the electron density, and this will take the proton to form the iminium ion, which on which will take the proton at the carbon, and after the loss of the nitrogen, you will get CH2 at that position. So hydrazine first, it will do the addition reaction, and then it will form iminium ion, and then again after the loss of nitrogen you will get CH2 at that position. So anion will generate, that anion will take the proton and you will get the CH2. So this is known as Wolff-Kishner reduction, one can use to convert the aldehyde or ketone to the corresponding alkane. Then the second molecule that we have to discuss about is the synthesis of this methyl morphine. So this methyl morphine, so they started their synthesis with this cyclopenta 1,3-dione. This on treatment with NBS, it will undergo bromination, and then on treatment with methanol, so it will, and PTSA, that whatever the lactol was there, that is undergoing etherification to form this methoxy group. Then you have ketone, and you are treating it with Grignard in the presence of CeCl3. So it will do 1,2 addition followed by hydrolysis of that ester group to give you the product. So what will happen in this case? So this will come first, then and during the workup, so this hydrolysis was take place to give you the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Then using Luche reduction, they reduced this ketone to get the corresponding alcohol. Then this alcohol was treated with this mixed anhydride. So the alcohol will react on the carbon and carbon, and the leaving group will leave to give you this product. Now, for the formation of that substrate for the iron and condensation, they wanted to introduce one more double bond. For that purpose, they treated it with LDA, so it will abstract the proton from here, and whatever the enolate was formed, that they quenched using TMSCl. So they got this product. Now this will undergo Ireland Kazan condensation to give you the cyclized product. So this will go here, this will come here, and this will go here. So this is how you got, and the TMS also got the deprotected in the similar step. So you got this acid. Then acid was esterified by treatment with diazomethane. So you got the ester. Then again they wanted to use this radical cyclization reaction. For that purpose, they treated it with catalytic amount of tributyl tin hydride in the presence of AIBN and NABH3CN. So first radical will generate here. This will react with at this position to form the cyclide here. So in this case, whatever the methyl is forming, that they are getting in the 5:1 mixture of alpha and beta, and the other product they are getting is just the like hydride is attacking at this position and that bromide is leaving. So that they are getting in 3:1 ratio. So whatever the desired product was there, the cyclized one, they treated with LAH to reduce this ester to the corresponding alcohol, which they further oxidized to under one condition to get the corresponding ketone, and then on treatment with PPH3 and CBr4, that will change, convert it into this dibromo compound. Now, when they treated this vinyl dibromide with the tributyl hydride and AIPM, then in that case, first the less hindered bromine was converted into radical. So they thought that after the abstraction of the H radical, it will form this bond and then it can undergo the isomerization. Then it will undergo radical cyclization. But that isomerization of this radical from cis to trans didn't happen. So for that purpose, they did this reaction under the catalytic amount of tributyl tin hydride also using sodium cyanoborohydride, which in situ will generate this tributyl tin hydride. But in this case also, they are getting first that from the less hindered bromide converted into the radical, that will abstract the H radical and it will form this carbon hydrogen bond. Then again on prolonged heating, it will generate the radical, the trans radical, and then this will undergo cyclization to give you this propylene type of system. So this strategy they wanted to use in the synthesis of this morphine also. So for that, whatever this stenine was there, this they treated with LDA to form, and they treated it with this dibromo compound to get this that alkylation product. Then again they tried the cyclization reaction on treatment with the tributyl tin hydride. So first radical will generate at this position. This will react with your olefin, and then after that elimination was take anyway elimination, you will get this desired product. So what will happen? First, this tributyl tin hydride on treatment with AIBN, first tin radical will form. It will react with bromide to form the radical at that position, and this radical will undergo cyclization to form another radical, which undergoes the elimination of this trimethyl tin to give you this alpha to give you this alkene. So that is how you get this 5,5 fused olefin. Now, whatever the olefin they synthesized, this on treatment with NaOH, so they did hydrolysis, and on treatment with oxalyl chloride, they synthesized this acid chloride. Then this on treatment with the titanium chloride and this TMS alkene species. So this TMS will react on this acid chloride to give you this substituted product. Then again, as the olefin is like the bromide is in the correct position and only one bromide was there, so on treatment with tributyl tin hydride and AIBN, radical will generate. It will undergo the addition to give you this 5-hexabric product, and then on treatment with methyl lithium of with this ketone, you will get this tertiary alcohol. Then this tertiary alcohol they removed using TMSCN and BF3 thread. They converted into that cyanide by substitution, or on treatment with methyl dimethyl zinc and TiCl3, that will react with the, so that OH was converted into good living group and then methyl substitution to give you the dimethyl product. mixture of these two products that you will get. Then for the so when they tried first cyclization on the dibromo compound, they were not successful. Then here they wanted to introduce the dimethyl group and then cyclization, but here also they like that strategy was not good. So then they thought that first they introduced the geminal dimethyl group and then cyclization. So for that purpose, they treated it this ester, whatever that was there, with methyl Wegener to give you the dye-substituted product, dye addition product of the methyl. Then using TMS here, that TMS was converted and then it was converted into bromide. Then again they treated it with under similar condition using TiCl4 and this TMS product. So then they got the mixture of these two products. So whatever the acid chloride was there, they're subjected for the Negishi procedure also for getting this ketone, and then using KF and they deprotected this TMS group, and then using TMSI they did using this Kishi condition they did the addition on the alkyne to get this vinyl iodide, and again they did radical cyclization to form the propylene type of system. On that they did methylation, and using Jones oxidation of this tertiary alcohol, they did the transposition to give the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Then, using this methyl copper salt, they did the 1,4 addition of the methyl to introduce the gem dimethyl group at that position, and then undergoes they treated it that ketone for the methyl Wittig reaction to get this product. Then finally, under PTSA condition, that double bond got migrated and they completed the synthesis of modifene in 14 linear steps with 18% overall heat. So that is how they completed the total synthesis of modifene by using radical cyclization reaction, and how they faces the difficulty and how, in introduction of the propelling kind of system, or in introducing the dimethyl group, and how they solved that we saw. Now let us discuss about the Demuth's synthesis of sulfipurfolene 6 perfol 6 in 5 form. So they devised their retrosynthetic analysis in such a way that this olefin could be obtained, alpha beta unsaturated ketone could be obtained by introducing the double bond and then that methyl group at this position from this substrate, and then this tricycle could be obtained from this ketone by doing like reductive removal of this ketone. And here they wanted to use this oxadipymethane rearrangement reaction for formation of this 555 fused ring system from this advanced intermediate. Then this we know that the cyclohexane ring could be obtained from the 4+2 cycloaddition reaction from this enol TMS, which further could be obtained from alpha beta unsaturated ketone, and then selective introduction of this ketone, sorry, this alcohol can be obtained, which further could be obtained from this 2-methyl 1,3 cyclopentane dione. So this is the oxadipymethane rearrangement where you have a carbonyl group and an olefin separated by a CH2 group. So under photochemical condition, first your homolytic cleavage will take place to give you the tetra radical, and then the radical will combine, that the two radicals will combine with each other to form the 3-membered ring. Then your oxygen radical will push the electron density and it will open this 3-membered ring that is strained in nature, and again another 3-membered ring will form to give you this cyclopropane ring next to the carbonyl group. So this the rearrangement they wanted to use in their synthesis. So there were some examples for that. That if you now during this reaction, instead of getting this cyclopropane next to the carbonyl, sometimes 1,3-acyl shift could also happen. So this is the product. First, this carbonyl homolytic cleavage will take place, then the 3-membered ring will form, and oxygen radical will open that 3-membered ring, and another a three-membered ring will form to give you this oxidipymethane. Then another thing is after the first that Norrish type 1 reaction will take place to give you this diradical, which will undergo isomerization, and again that four-membered ring will form to give you this 1,3 acyl shift, where you will get the mixture of like 6,4 fused ring system. So when they started with this preparation of starting material, so they started with this 2-methyl 1,3 cyclopentane dione. This undergoes Michael addition on treatment with the alpha beta unsaturated ketone, and then using S-proline they did the cyclization to get this beta hydroxyketone, which underwent elimination using PTSA to give the corresponding ketone, alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Now one is the unsaturated ketone and another one is the isolated ketone. So that isolated ketone they reduced using NaBH4 to get the corresponding alcohol. Then that alcohol they treated with this oxychloride to, or sorry, methoxy methyl chloride in the presence of isopropylethylamine to get that mode protection. Then using LDA and TMSCl, so alpha protonation, and then TMS they prepared, which underwent 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction with this thalamide, sorry, with this American hydride to give you the more stable endo product because of the secondary orbital interaction. And then after that they hydrolyzed that TMS to give you this ketone. Then for the removal of this group, they treated it with pyridine in triethylamine and this catechol under electrolysis condition. So they got this olefin. Then this will undergo oxapide dimethane rearrangement to give you this oxadipymethane rearrangement oxapide dipymethane rearrangement product in 95% yield and 1,3-acyl shift in 5% yield. Then whatever the major product was there, that they subjected with LDA and TMSCl to form the enol TMS, and then using this fluoride source they open that to install the methyl group at that position. So first the cleavage of that ring and the introduction of the methyl group, they did this reaction, so they got the 12:1 mixture of the product. Then using diethane they protected that ketone, and then using TiCl4 they removed that ketone to get the CH2 at that position. Then using H2Cr2O7 they oxidize the alcohol to the corresponding ketone, which on treatment with LD and TMSCl and the saline source they introduce the double bond to get the alpha beta unsaturated ketone, which on treatment with organo this Gilman reagent it will undergo 1,4-methyl addition, and then quenching of that anion with the methyl iodide will give you the corresponding product. So first methyl will attack at this position and then methyl iodide they quenched at the alpha position to get that dimethyl product. Now for the completion of the total synthesis of sulfy-perfoluene 6 perfol 6 in 5 on, they wanted to introduce the double bond. For that again using the similar condition they introduced the double bond at that position, and hence they completed the total synthesis in 11 linear steps with 1.6% overall yield. Then next is Euhera's synthesis of capnel. So this capnelene they wanted to synthesize from this ketone by reductively removing that, and then that 5-membered ring they wanted to introduce by the through the alkylation reaction, converting that alcohol into a good living group. Then this alkyl chain they will introduce by doing a 1,4 addition on this alpha beta unsaturated ketone, which further could be obtained by dehydration and introducing hydrogenation and introducing the double bond at this position. And this 5,5 fused system could be obtained from this bridged 2,2,2 cyclone. So they start their synthesis from 3-methyl anisole, and then this on treatment with the lithium and liquid ammonia so undergo Birch reduction to give you this product, and this on treatment with Na and H2 and the liquid ammonia So they isomerize the double bond to get the diene. Then this diene will undergo Diels-Alder reaction with this dienophile, and then KOH and DMSO will convert that chloro and cyano substituted product to the ketone. Now, what is the mechanism for this reaction? So, once this chloro and cyano will form, so first in the presence of KOH and DMSO, that cyanide was converted, oxidized into amide, and then that amide nitrogen will push the electron density to the oxygen, and a three-membered ring will form. That will cleave to that cyanide will form, and that O negative will form. So this O negative will push the electron density, and cyanide will leave. So you will get the corresponding ketone. So this is the mechanism for this transformation. Then, if you have this ketone and you are treating it with tert butoxide, so it will abstract the proton from the less hindered side, and on treatment with methyl iodide, you introduce this dimethyl group. Then LAH will reduce the ketone to the corresponding alcohol in the exo and endo fashion. So the major product they treated with the tosic acid. So the this ether hydrolysis to get the ketone. So you can write in such a manner. Then this on treatment with H nu in acetone, it will undergo 1,3-acyl shift. So first this diradical will form, and then this radical will form the double bond at this position, and then another radical will combine with that radical to give you this 5,5 fused ring system. Then they did the hydrogenation and wanted to reduce the double bond at the other side. For that, they treated it with tert butoxide and this acid chloride, and on the treatment with palladium acetate, they introduced that double bond. Through the palladium will coordinate with the olefin, and it will undergo elimination with the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. On that alpha beta unsaturated ketone, they did 1,4 addition with this lithium copper species, and then quenching of and then the TBTPS was removed using acetic acid to get the corresponding alcohol, which they converted into tosylate. And then on treatment with base, it will undergo alpha enolate formation, and that will attack on the tosylate to give you the 5,5,5 linear trichromate. Then using LAH, they reduce the ketone to get the alcohol, and then through the xanthate formation and radical removal of that xanthate will give you this triquinone, that is capnil. So this is how they completed the Euhera's group completed the total synthesis of capnolin in 13 linear steps with 3.7% overall yield. Then the next molecule that we have to discuss about is hyrustine. So this is the ODA's total synthesis of hyrustine. So they planned their synthesis from this alpha beta unsaturated ketone, which on hydrogenation followed by Wittig reaction will give you the corresponding product. Then this 3,5,5,5 fused linear triquinone they can get by the ring expansion of this 6,4,5 fused ring system, which further could be obtained by the 2+2 cycloaddition reaction of this quinone, like reduced quinone and the olefin. So they wanted to use this TMSI mediated rearrangement reaction. So your quinone first it will react with TMS iodide, so oxygen will react with silicon as it is oxophilic to form this reactive species, and then this to neutralize the positive charge on oxygen, this four-membered ring will undergo ring expansion reaction to form this carbocation, which was reacted with iodine to form this iodo-addition product, and this will undergo the elimination of TMSI to give you this beta gamma unsaturated ketone, which undergoes isomerization to give you the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So this rearrangement they will use in the total synthesis of hyristine. For that, they start their synthesis with this quinone and the olefin. So this will undergo 2+2 cycloaddition reaction under photochemical condition, and then using TMS iodide. So this will undergo ring expansion and further elimination of that TMS iodide to form the olefin, which underwent isomerization to give the alpha beta unsaturated ketone, and then using lithium liquid ammonia and methyl iodide they introduce the methyl group at that position, and then on treatment with the methyl Wittig they convert that ketone into olefin. So that is how they completed the total synthesis of ferrocene in 4 linear steps with 36% overall yield. Then next is Oda's total synthesis of capnol. Okay. So this is the Oda's total synthesis of capnolin. So they devised a retrosynthetic approach in such a way that capnolin could be obtained from this intermediate through the formation of this five-membered ring from this ketone and this ester, and this can be obtained by the alpha alkylation of to introduce this side chain at this position. Then this 5-5 fused ring system could be obtained by the ring expansion reaction using that TMS iodide mediated ring expansion reaction from this diketone, which further could be obtained by the 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction from this diketone. So they started their synthesis. This is the titanium mediated ester ketone reductive coupling. So using this titanium 0 and LAH, they did pinnacle type of coupling to get the diol, which underwent elimination to give this alkene. And this undergoes the hydrolysis of this enol ether to form the corresponding ketone. So from the corresponding ester and ketone, it will undergo the formation of first pinnacle type coupling, and then the enol ether hydrolysis will give you the corresponding ketone. So the preparation of cyclohexene 1,4-dione. So you have this pentane cyclopentadiene and this 1,4-diquinone. So this one treatment with so this will undergo first 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction, and then they reduced this double bond using zinc acetic acid, and under under reduced pressure they did the distillation to get the ketone. So like in quinone they are reducing selectively one double bond in the presence of other double bond. Then using this isopropene molecule, so the isobutene, they did the 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction, and then again this TMS iodide mediated ring expansion reaction to get this olefin, to get this carbocation intermediate, which was attacked by iodide and elimination followed by isomerization to give you the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. This on reaction with NaH and this HCOET, it will form they formed this alpha formyl group. They introduced this alpha formyl group. Then on treatment with triethylamine, they undergo Michael addition on this alpha beta unsaturated ester, and during this process that formyl group also get eliminated. Then using methyl Gilman reagent, they introduce the methyl group at the 1,4 position, and then on treatment with TiCl3, they did this ester ketone cyclization to form the 5-membered ketone. This will, on treatment with methyl will give you the corresponding olefin. So they completed the molecular synthesis of capenoline, Oda's group, in 6 linear steps with 25% overall yield. Next is Wender's synthesis of isochromic. So Wender group synthesized this isochromic. So they planned the synthesis from this diene 6 sulfide 5,5 fused system through the hydrogenation of that double bond selectively, less than the double bond selectively. Then this intermediate could be obtained by from this cyclopropane intermediate through arene photocycloaddition reaction, which further could be obtained by the coupling of these three fragments. So they start their synthesis with this vinyl bromide, which they treated with lithium to form the lithiated species, and then on treatment with copper iodide, they did the 1,4 addition on alpha beta unsaturated ketone to get this product A. Then for the addition of the other fragment, so they started with this bromobenzene, which on treatment with the lithium, it will undergo lithium halogen exchange to form this lithiated species, and in the presence of copper iodide, it will undergo addition on this ketone to get this alcohol, which they removed using, as this is benzylic alcohol, so that they reduced using lithium and liquid ammonia to get the corresponding olefin. Then that will undergo arene photocycloaddition reaction, and they got the 1:1 mixture of these two products. Then this A on thermolysis will give you this isomerized double bond, and then using hydrogenation, that less hindered double bond was hydrogenated to get the isochrome. So that is how vendors used this arene photocycloaddition reaction to complete the total synthesis of isochrome. Then Ceratopycanol was also synthesized by Channon's group, where they wanted to synthesize this sialic alcohol by reduction of that ketone, and then also they wanted to use this arine photocycloaddition reaction, which for that substrate could be obtained from this corresponding aldehyde. So this aldehyde was they prepared from this isobutyl nitrile first by treatment with the allyl bromide, anion generation and treatment with the allyl bromide, and then dibelech reduction of that cyanide to the aldehyde. Then that lithiated species they treated it with aldehyde to form the corresponding alcohol, which they oxidized using PCC to get the corresponding ketone, and that ketone they protected using ethylene glycol to get the ketone. Then they did their arene photocycloaddition reaction to get the product in 1.8 is to 1 mixture. Then that product that for 3 member ring they cleaved using this radical process to get the olefin, isomerized olefin, and the nucleophile will attack at that position. So they introduced this CH2CN group. Then that cyanide they cleaved by treating it with potassium and 18 crown 6 to get the methyl group at that position. Then on treatment with MCPPA, so alkene will react with MCPPA to form the epoxide, which on treatment with base, that epoxide will open to give you the allylic alcohol. Then for they treated it with thionyl chloride, so that it will react with this SOCl2, and that chloride will attack. So this will come here and this group will leave. So chloride will attack at this position, and that leaving group SO2 will leave. Then on treatment with the DMSO, that chloride they converted into aldehyde, and pinic oxidation that converted that alcohol to the aldehyde to the corresponding acid. So that is how they completed the vendors completed the total synthesis of subergeorgic acid. Then next is hyrostine. So Mehta's group completed the total synthesis of hyrostine, where they introduced this double bond by oxidation of that alcohol to the corresponding ketone and methyl Wittig reaction, and then that alcohol they protected using warm group, and this CH2 they got by the reductive removal of that ketone group. Then they used the cyclopentadiene as their starting material. So first they did the Diels-Alder reaction, which their product they subjected for the photochemical 2+2 cycloaddition reaction, and then here they used the thermal metathesis reaction, that means the pyrolysis of that cyclopropane ring to open up in the by involving the other two bonds. So it will undergo pyrolysis to form this alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So in one step or two step only, they got the 3 5 5 5 fused ring system. So then, so this thermal metathesis they wanted to use for the synthesis of hyrostine. For that, they started with this diketone paraquinone methyl dimethyl substituted paraquinone. So first they did the Diels-Alder reaction, followed by photochemical reaction to form the 4 member ring, which undergoing in heating condition will give you the pyrolysis product. And after getting this product, they treated it with So this on heating condition with this double bond isomerization they did, and they got this diketone. Now they wanted to do the hydrogenation of one of the double bond. For that case, they treated it with the hydrogen and palladium carbon, so that both the double bond they reduced, and using the top side they introduced one more methyl group at that position in 50% yield. 50% yield they're getting for the other product also. So whatever the yield they got with that, they reduced the ketone with NaBH4. So as this is hindered one, so this is not that reduced, only this ketone got reduced, which they protected using mom chloride. Now they wanted to remove that group. For that purpose, they treated it with, for that purpose they treated it with LAH. So that will convert it into alcohol, and using xanthate and radical condition, they cleaved that bond to get the CH2 at that position. Then mom group was deprotected using H2SO4 and acetone, and that got oxidized, that they oxidized using PCC to get this ketone. Then, finally, for the completion of the total synthesis of hydroxine, they treated that olefin with methyl salt to get the corresponding olefin. So, in this way, they completed the total synthesis of hydroxine in 12 linear steps with 13.1% overall yield. Then, the next is Mehta's total synthesis of deoxy megalanion. So, this is not the triquinone, but this is the similar strategy they used for the synthesis of this molecule also, where they used this Diels-Alder reaction and that metathesis reaction. So for that purpose, this product they have, so one of the ketone they wanted to remove from here. So for that purpose, they protected one of the ketone with ethylene glycol and reduced the other ketone. And using HBr, they converted that alcohol to the bromide. Again, on treatment in this during this process, that ketal got deprotected. Again, they protected that ketone using ethylene glycol, and then using lithium and liquid ammonia, they cleave that CBr bond to get the corresponding proton. And then ketal deprotection they did using HCl to get the corresponding ketone, and then pyrolysis was done to get the linear product where this ketone was not there. Then for the isomerization of double bond, they did at isomerization at 300 degrees Celsius to get the alpha beta unsaturated ketone, which on treatment with this homoallyl grignard in the presence of copper iodide, it will undergo 1,4 addition. And then they wanted to introduce the double bond at this position. For that purpose, they treated it with LDA and phenyl silyl chloride and H2O2. So they got to introduce this double bond at this position. And then using Wecker oxidation, they convert that olefin to the corresponding ketone, more substituted ketone. And then this NaH, it will generate the anion here, and they did this 1,4 addition to form the cyclized product. Then the ketone, both the ketones they protected using ethylene glycol, and then ozonolysis of this double bond will get the followed by reduction will give the corresponding diol, which they converted into one of them, which they converted into mesylate, and then sorry, both of them they converted into mesylate, and then on treatment with methyl amine, one substitution and followed by elimination of that mesylate group will give you this six-membered ring. Then they hydrolyzed that ketal to get the corresponding ketone, which they converted into olefin, the six-membered one, selectively in the presence of five-membered one. And then on that isomerization was done of the double bond using tosic acid. So using that metathesis reaction, they also completed the total synthesis of deoxymegalinion neon in 11 linear steps with 2.03% overall yield. Then next is Mehta's total synthesis of topicanol. So this synthesis he planned from this corresponding alpha beta unsaturated ketone, which further could be obtained by converting this pyro system to the fused ring system, and then this further could be obtained by introducing this diol group and converting it that to the lactone. For the for getting this ketone, they wanted to do the ozonolysis of this olefin, and to form the five fused ring system, he will use this ester and this olefin, which further could be obtained by Claisen con- condensation, sorry, 3,3 sigma-tropic rearrangement reaction from this alcohol, which could be obtained from the R limonene. So this is the Johnson's Claisen rearrangement reaction. They will whatever they will use. So in this case, allylic alcohol was treated with trialkyl orthoacetate in the presence of catalytic acid to get this gamma delta unsaturated ester. So first, whatever the trialkyl orthoacetate was there, that will get protonated, and after the loss of one of the alcohol molecule, oxonamine will form, which got attacked by the allylic alcohol. That and after deprotonation, it will form the species. Again, one of the another alcohol molecule will cleave, and then it will form this species. Then, after the loss of another, that third alcohol molecule, they got this product which underwent Claisen 3,3 sigma topic rearrangement reaction to give you beta gamma unsaturated ester. So they started their synthesis with R limonene, which on treatment with MCPPA in the presence of sulfuric acid, so first epoxidation and opening of the epoxide to get the corresponding diol, which they cleaved using sodium periodate to get this ketoaldehyde. Then they hydrogenate that double bond using hydrogenation condition to get the isopropyl side chain. Then using piperidine condition, they did the aldol condensation reaction to get this alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, which they reduced using NaBH4 to get the corresponding alcohol. Then that alcohol they treated with this trimethyl orthoformate to form this precursor for the Johnson Claisen rearrangement reaction, and then it will undergo 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement to get this rearranged product, which they isomerized using BF3 thread to get the isomerized product, and then using NaOH they hydrolyzed that ester to the corresponding acid, which they converted into acid chloride, and corresponding ester, that acid chloride they treated with the diazomethane to form the corresponding diazo compound. Then BF3 thread will form the carpene, and it will undergo insertion with this double bond, and double bond will migrate. So then for the alpha alkylation, they treated that ketone with the that sorry first this lithiated halogen lithium halogen exchange will take place, and then it will underwent 1,2 addition on this ketone to form the corresponding alcohol, tertiary alcohol, and then ozonolysis was done for this double bond to get the corresponding ketone. Then that TBDMS group they removed using TPEF, so they got here 4 is to 1 mixture of this tertiary alcohol, and then using TPEP NMO condition they oxidized the primary alcohol, and then that so aldehyde will form, and that aldehyde again that alcohol will react on that aldehyde to form the lactone, which further oxidized to corresponding lactone. Then using this sulfonic acid and P2O5 they did hydration, they did this opening, and then again cyclization to get the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Then one is alpha beta unsaturated ketone and another is isolated ketone. So isolated ketone they reduced using NaBH4 and methanol, and the double bond they reduced using lithium liquid ammonia to get the alcohol, which they acylated using acetic anhydride. And for the completion of total synthesis, they removed that group using sodium HMPA, and here the hydrolysis was take place. So regioselective reductive deacetylation of the exoacetate they did, and they got this seratopicanone in 14 linear steps with 0.9% overall yield. Then now, what is the Poisson reaction and how one can use this reaction to form the five-member ring? So, if you have an alkyne and an alkene, this on treatment with CO2, CO8, and carbon monoxide, it will undergo the formation of alpha beta unsaturated ketone, a five-member alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So, the mechanism will goes in the such a way. First, your alkene will insert in that complex, and it will then after the loss of the two carbonyl group, it will form this pi 8 pi complex. Then One of the carbon monoxide will leave so that the alkene can coordinate with that cobalt. So first alkene will coordinate with that cobalt, and then it got inserted in that. Then again, after the CO insertion, followed by loss of this CO2 CO6 species, and then insertion of another CO and reductive elimination, will you will get this alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So the Poisson reaction was used for converting alkene, alkyne, and carbon monoxide to the five-membered alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So these are the some examples that if you have an olefin and this alkyne intramolecular Poisson reaction will give you this 5,5 fused ring system. In that you can have the oxygen and nitrogen substitution, or this diester group can be there. If you have an alene also, that can also form the 5 membered ring with exomethylene group at that position, and nitrogen can also be the part of the ring junction to form the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Then other method for the formation of this 5 membered ring is this vinyl cyclopropane rearrangement, where you have the cyclopropane and vinyl group, and it will undergo radical cyclization to form the 5 membered alkene. So first, this 1,3 diradical will form from the cyclopropane by the cleavage of homolytic cleavage of this bond, and then it will undergo in isomerization with this pi bond to form the 2,5 radical, which will combine with each other to form this cyclopentene. So the vinyl cyclopropane rearrangement will used for the synthesis of 5 membered ring. Then the another reaction one can use for the synthesis of 5 membered ring is alkylation followed by aldol reaction. So that will also give you the 5 membered alpha beta unsaturated ketone by aldol condensation reaction. So here also one can do aldol condensation, and here also one can do the aldol condensation to get the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Then one can use Nazarov cyclization reaction to form the 5 membered ring, where you have a ketone diene and you are treating it with Lewis acid to form the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So first your ketone will coordinate with Lewis acid and electrophilic species will generate, which undergoes rearrangement of the double bonds to form the another carbocation, and that after the loss of proton you will get this diene, which on tautomerization will give you the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So generally the more substituted olefin will form, but in the case of if the silicon group was there, then in that case your beta, because of the beta silicon effect, less substituted olefin will form. So if the silicon group was there, so then that silicon can um, stabilize the carbocation at the beta position. Because of that, it will form the less substituted double bond. Then one can use oxy-cope rearrangement reaction, oxy-cope ring closing methodology. So this is if you have a ketone and that vinyl lithium will attack on that one, so then it will undergo oxy-cope rearrangement to form the 5 membered ring, and then another ring closure will give you 555 fused ring system. So for the total synthesis of Corioline, how to prepare the starting material. So they started with this ester, then on treatment with LDA, anion will generate and it will react with your allyl bromide to give this product, and then using LAH they reduce this ester to the corresponding alcohol, then Swan oxidation will give you the corresponding aldehyde. This aldehyde on treatment with this lithiated species will give you the corresponding alcohol, which they protected using warm chloride, and then whatever the 8 pi system was there, that they treated under photochemical condition to form first this 2 pi 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction, then followed by 6 pi electrocyclization reaction. So they got this diketone. Now, one of the double bond is tetra substituted and other is di substituted. So the less hindered substituted double bond, they did hydroboration oxidation to form the less hindered alcohol, which they oxidized using PDC to get the corresponding ketone, and then Using BF3 iterate, which will coordinate with this oxygen, so it will undergo this alkene will attack at this ketone to form the five-membered ring, which underwent elimination of the proton to get the corresponding alkene. Again, they did hydroboration oxidation to get the less substituted alcohol, which they oxidized using PDC to get the corresponding ketone. Then that alcohol, they treated it with methyl chloride and triethylamine to get the mesylate product there, and then using 6 molar HCl, this will undergo elimination to form the corresponding alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Then on treatment with potassium tert-butoxide and acetic acid, they isomerize that double bond, and using diol H, they reduce that ketone to the corresponding alcohol, and alkene they treated with MCPBA to form the the epoxide at this position, which and then that alcohol they oxidized using PCC to get the corresponding ketone. Then using LDA, they formed this lithiated enolate species, and that like when it will revert back, they quenched it with this thiophenyl, this SPH species to form this thiol group there. Then they oxidize that to the sulfone using MCPBA, and then ethyl acetate, and heating it will undergo elimination to form the exomethylene double bond. Then using alkaline peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, they form the epoxide, which they and then deprotected this mom group to get the corresponding natural product choriolene. So that is how they completed the total synthesis of choriolene in 14 steps with 0.23% overall. So these are the topics that sir covered during the last week. I hope the lecture was clear. Thank you.